Most men don't struggle because they are unattractive. They struggle because they don't understand timing, emotional context, and female behavior after emotional intimacy. And today's topic is uncomfortable not because it's taboo, but because it exposes something men are taught to ignore. This video is not about judging women, accusing anyone, or jumping to conclusions. It's about understanding psychology so you stop guessing, stop spiraling, and stop asking the wrong questions in your head at 2 a.m. Here's the truth most people won't say out loud. When a woman has recently shared intimacy with someone else, it doesn't always make her colder. Often it makes her behavior more confusing. Warmer in some moments, distant in others. And men misread this all the time. They think attraction suddenly disappeared, when in reality, emotional processing is happening underneath the surface. So if you've ever felt that something shifted in her energy, not dramatically, but subtly, this video will help you understand what that shift actually means and what it does not mean. The first unspoken sign is not guilt. It's emotional recalibration. After intimacy, many women subconsciously reassess emotional boundaries. You may notice she becomes slightly more guarded with personal topics, not because she dislikes you, but because her nervous system is reorganizing emotional safety. Men often interpret this as disinterest, but psychologically, it's a pause, not a rejection. Another sign is inconsistent warmth. One day she's open, expressive, playful. The next day she's polite but distant. This isn't manipulation, it's emotional contrast. After intimacy, the brain releases bonding chemicals, followed by a need for emotional balance. When another man is involved, that balance becomes more noticeable. What matters is not the cold moments, but whether warmth returns naturally without you chasing it. You may also notice a change in eye contact. Not avoidance, but shorter, more deliberate eye contact. This happens when someone is internally aware of emotional complexity. She's present but cautious. If a woman truly didn't care, eye contact wouldn't change at all. Indifference is flat. Awareness is nuanced. Another pattern is increased neutrality in communication. Fewer emotional spikes, fewer extremes. Messages become normal. This often scares men. But neutrality is not a lack of attraction. It's emotional regulation. Especially after intimacy, women often unconsciously reduce emotional intensity to regain internal clarity. One misunderstood sign is when she becomes more respectful of your boundaries. Less teasing, less pushing, more distance that feels intentional. This is not coldness. This is psychological compartmentalization. She is separating emotional spaces so they don't overlap in ways that feel unsafe to her. There can also be subtle over-politeness. Thanking you more, a softer tone, slightly formal warmth. This is often mistaken for friend-zoning, but psychologically, it's a protective response. She's maintaining harmony while navigating her own internal state. Another unspoken indicator is a temporary reduction in vulnerability. She shares less about fears, stress, or personal issues. Vulnerability creates emotional bonding. After intimacy with someone else, many women subconsciously limit that bond elsewhere until they feel emotionally settled again. And one of the most confusing signs for men is this. She still enjoys your presence. She laughs, she listens, she engages, but something feels contained. That containment is not rejection. It's emotional self-management. Now here's the most important part of this entire video, and most men miss it. None of these signs mean betrayal, none of them mean deception, and none of them mean you should confront, accuse, or interrogate. Female psychology is not about hiding evil intentions. It is about managing emotional safety in complex social environments. The biggest mistake men make is reacting instead of observing. They overtext. They seek reassurance. They subtly demand clarity before clarity is available, and that pressure is what actually kills attraction. Psychological attraction grows in emotional safety, not emotional pressure. If you notice these signs, the correct response is not withdrawal or obsession. It's grounded presence, consistency without intensity, calm without coldness. When a woman feels that she doesn't have to manage your emotions while managing her own, attraction either stabilizes or reveals its true direction naturally. And here's the closing truth that most channels won't tell you. Attraction is not about competing with other men. It's about how a woman feels in her nervous system when she's around you. Confident men don't try to control outcomes. They allow patterns to reveal themselves over time. If she leans in, you'll feel it. If she doesn't, forcing clarity will never create desire. Understanding psychology isn't about control. It's about peace. And when you move with clarity instead of fear, you stop losing yourself in questions that were never meant to be answered immediately.